Just a few days back, the BBMP officials cleared many sheds and shanties in Kariyammana Agrahara, claiming them to belong to illegal Bangladeshi immigrants. But later, after the victims filed a complaint and it was known that they were citizens of the country after they published their ID cards, now the BBMP has faced the ire of the High Court over their move, and the divisional bench has ordered the government to reconstruct the houses in a month's time and provide interim financial aid to these helpless victims. Take a look.
News 9 had carried a report on encroachment clearance drive undertaken by a few officials of BBMP at Kariyammana Agrahara in Bengaluru on January 19th. These hapless and helpless residents were thrown out of their small shanties before they were demolished. The demolition looks like an overdrive by officials to impress the state government. The officials went to this area with cops without a prior notice and started demolishing sheds while alleging that occupants were Bangladeshi immigrants, despite the residents pleading and begging that they were not immigrants and no Bangladeshi was residing with them. The officials went about their mission mercilessly and ruthlessly. The residents show their identity cards to prove their citizenship and stop them from dismantling their shacks, but their pleas and wailing fell on deaf ears. Apart from poor Kannadigas, migrants from other parts of the country who landed in Bengaluru in search of greener pastures were living in these shanties. Later, the residents, with the help of a few social activists, filed a PIL in the High Court and hearing was held on Monday. High Court bench expresses shock. Expressing shock over the inhumane demolition drive, the divisional bench of the High Court rapped officials over their indifferent attitude and ordered the BBMP to reconstruct all demolished sheds in a month's time. High Court observes having a roof is fundamental right. The High Court observed that having a roof over is a fundamental right of every citizen. The court ordered Paliki to provide the victims interim compensation and help them in other aspects as well. Marathahalli inspector suspended. In the meanwhile, the public prosecutor brought into the notice of the court that the police inspector BP Harish, attached to Marathahalli station, who went with BBMP officials for demolition drive, has been suspended. Further, the court directed BBMP to submit a comprehensive report in 2 weeks on the measures initiated to help the victims. The bench adjourned the hearing to February 26. Well, it is a mighty relief for victims who were unnecessarily targeted and left in the lurch by the BBMP officials. It is also a big slap on the face for officials who went the extra mile to please and impress the government while targeting their own countrymen. A News 9 report.